Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days. So I've got another Mattel figure review for you, and well, this one's quite close to home for me. As you're watching this, England are in the European Championships, the football or soccer, as you might refer to it, European Championships. And so felt like the right time to do a review of England's own Neville. Now this is part of the latest series, certainly to come out in the UK as you're watching this. Neville, obviously one of my favourites as a result of him coming from Newcastle in England, but not only that, he's just one of the best high flyers in the WWE at the moment. This guy's achieved a lot as well, you know. I mean, there's not that many English performers, wrestlers that get to go to the WWE, so you know he's in a very small group. But also he was a former NXT champion. He was a former two-time NXT Tag Team Champion as well. So he's already achieved a lot within WWE, but obviously hopes are he can go and capture that big one at some stage. Really want to see the world, the WWE championship on Neville. Hopefully in a few years' time. He's obviously got to, establish himself and grow his fan base and show what he can do and explore what he can do. But this guy has got all the tools. This, just because he's a small guy, you shouldn't hold him back. We've seen the likes of Rey Mysterio win that belt. Obviously Daniel Bryan wasn't the biggest of wrestlers. He can do it, but well, we'll have to see. For me, since he came up from NXT, he's not been used properly. Been a bit disappointed actually with what they've done with him. The first thing that annoys me, right, is his finishing move, and you'll know this is a frustration of mine if you've watched some of my other videos. But his finishing move's called the Red Arrow. So what do they go and do? They dress him in purple. How does that make any sense to anybody? Why have they put him in purple? Why is purple the predominant colour for his character? Surely it should be red. What with having the finisher called the Red Arrow. Plus also, I don't think his look, his hair and his facial hair does anything for him. He's just got his little bit of a goatee beard, and he's got that long hair. I think he needs to, either shave his hair off or lose the goatee or grow a longer beard or change something, because his current look just doesn't really work for him. This isn't the first Neville figure. They released, I don't know if they called it Neville, I think they called it Adrian Neville. But they released a figure of when he was in NXT, and that comes with a little Union Jack on the ring attire. I think that's grey and yellow, and I've got to be honest, I thought it was better ring attire than this. This ring attire is pretty straightforward. The main selling point for this figure is obviously the entrance cape. And as a figure, I think it's very, very strong. I think the face scan's quite smart. And I also think the figure itself overall, with that entrance cape, looks pretty impressive. This looks like a really good figure. I'm looking forward actually to opening it up and reviewing the figure itself. So that's a little bit about Neville. He's still finding his feet. He's currently out injured. Unfortunately missed WrestleMania 32 as a result of that injury, and you know that he'd have been on that card somewhere, maybe in the Intercontinental match, or maybe even just in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but he definitely would have featured. I think he just needs to get back, and he just needs to get his teeth into a decent feud, hopefully come out of that feud the victor, and then kick on. So whilst we're on the subject, I prefer the name Adrian Neville to Neville. I think that Adrian Neville Neville on its own, it doesn't mean anything, but Adrian Neville makes it a little bit more obvious that it's his name. Okay, so this is the packaging. Picture on the side, or the sides I should say, exactly the same. Picture on the back a little different, smiling a little bit more. It says that he's 5'8", he's 194 pounds, his signature move is the Red Arrow. He's from Newcastle. His Raw debut was March 30th, 2015. his career highlights, NXT champion and NXT Tag Team Champion. Other ones in this series, Kalisto, which is a really smart looking figure. I never picked it up because they're doing a Lucha Dragons battle pack, and I might just go for that over the Elite. But I might still pick that Elite up. WrestleMania Triple H, which I thought was quite interesting. They've not put him down as being Raw or SmackDown, they've put him down as being WrestleMania. I mean, that's how powerful this guy is. He's got a category all to himself. So Triple H, and actually it is the WrestleMania 31 entrance Triple H, where he comes out like in his kind of Terminator attire. Again, I didn't go for that because it just sums up that one moment, and you know, it's good. It's a good figure, but I don't need it. Jerry Sags and Brian Knobbs, the Nasty Boys. We did a review on those guys. They are fantastic figures. I think you can see them on the shelf behind me. Come with the glasses, come with those coats as well, those trench coats with the Nasty Boys on the back. Absolutely fantastic. If you get a chance to get those, I really do recommend them. I think they're fantastic figures. And then Xavier Woods as well, and Elite Xavier Woods comes with Francesca, or Francesca 2 comes with the trombone. So we picked that up as well. So let's get this open and let's have a look at this Neville figure. I'm really excited to do a review on this. Cool, okay, so got it out of the packaging, and there's no kind of real surprises. I mean, it's got the design on the back and a bit of a hood where they've kind of implied that he's put it down. It's a bit of a shame that you can't put the hood up, but then this would need to be a cloth kind of cape rather than this, which I prefer these kind of rubbery, plasticky ones, because I just think they look better. The cloth ones don't look as strong for me. So we can take this entrance thing off anyway. Just pop that down there, and then we can look at the Adrian Neville figure on its own. The hair, Adrian Neville hair, kind of flicks up a little bit, which is a bit annoying, to tell the truth, when you don't have the cape on. So that's a bit annoying. The face scan on it, I think, is very strong. I think the body is quite good, and look at that. Look at those arms. Look how they fall down to his side. They have found a way of getting the arms quite close to the body, and there's a few figures out there where you can't get them down really past that point. This one, though, folds right in. So that's quite an interesting development, maybe, with figures going forward. Quite good body styling. I think that the arms are quite reflective. There's not a great deal of detail on them. It's got like the wrist guards, and there's a little bit of design on there, but it's just kind of, you know, what you would expect. No real surprises on the trunks. There's nothing on the back. I think the boots are quite smart. They're not just standard black. They've got kind of the padding on the front, purple with the lines, the grey knee pads that he normally has. Articulation, as you would imagine. I'm quite interested though. No, you see, you can't. You can't do any kind of like red arrow signs or anything. I mean, I suppose I can't say I was expecting it. I think that the arms being as close to the body as what they are is quite a development in itself. But yeah, no real surprises with the figure itself. Just an annoyance with the hair and how it flicks up. Looking at the cape, as we said, has got the hood on the back with the design. You can't really close the cape once it's on. The cape, you know, once you put that onto the figure, it's a little tricky to do because of the hair getting in the way. So you have to put all the hair out of the way. I think this figure looks so much better with the cape on, actually, you know. With the cape on like that, you know, the figure looks quite smart, but you can't really close it together, if you know what I mean. And as I said, you can't put the hood up or anything. It's quite limiting, actually. I think this figure, for me, I would give it a tough call, because it looks quite smart. I'd give it a solid 7. A solid 7. I think if we were to go on looks, it would definitely be in the 8 region. But I just think there's too much that limits it. Like, you know, you can't close that cape and the hood, and, you know, there's just not really much you can do. Like, normally when he undoes it, he kind of like throws it off and whatnot, and it's a bit fiddly because the hair gets in the way, and don't know, just doesn't seem, now I've kind of got it out, it just doesn't seem as fun, which is a bit of a shame. If you're a Neville fan, and you know, why not? He's a fantastic wrestler. Then I think this is worth picking up, because I think that the face scan and the figure itself look really strong. But if you're not that bothered by Neville, then maybe this is one to skip. It's worth noting as well that I'm not sure if the bodies really should be doing things like that. I mean, I know Adrian Neville is you know, quite flexible as an individual, but I don't think he's quite on these kinds of levels. This is a little bit like creator wrestler, kind of freaky. This is like weird Bray Wyatt stuff. So that's a bit of a concern. I don't know if all the other figures have that kind of rotation, but I can't say honestly I've ever tried. Cool. Well, anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Because obviously we'll have a load more Mattel figure reviews coming up. You can also follow me on Twitter at Wrestling Days UK, and let me get this sorted. And thanks a lot for watching, I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. From me and my fellow countrymen, bye for now. I wonder actually if I could turn him around. Does the head rotate? Oh, the red. Oh my god. I can promise you not all Englishmen can do this. What is he doing? See you next time, guys.